On this episode of Camp Outside, we take a look at the Down Puffy blanket by Easthills Outdoors, and I tell you why you should add a puffy blanket to your camping gear or sleep system. Check it out. Hey guys, I'm Kevin with Camp Outside, your inside source for all things outside. Today I want to do a gear review on the Down Puffy blanket by Easthills Outdoors. And not only do I want to do a gear review, but I want to talk to you about why I think you should add a Down Puffy blanket to your camping gear or sleep system. Now, I am not a backpacker, guys, at least not yet. With a family of 4, it's an investment in gear I just haven't made yet. But I could see why someone would want to carry something like this instead of something like this, right? So, and admittedly, no one would carry something like this. This is my 30-degree Eclipse oversized bag from Bass Pro Shops in a Sea to Summit stuff sack. I really love these Sea to Summit stuff sacks, by the way, guys. I'll do a review on that one of these days, but I love these stuff sacks. But obviously, guys, this is huge. And when you're car camping, something like this is not a big deal, right? I just throw it in the Kemp bus, and you can zip 2 of these Bass Pro bags together, which is great for camping with Mrs. Kemp outside, if you guys know what I mean. But I really like these sleeping bags because they're nice and warm, and typically if we're getting into some colder temperatures where it's not good enough by itself, we also have some mummy bags that we actually get inside our mummy bags and then get inside these bags, and so we double bag it, and that's a great way for us to keep warm down to about 15 degrees or so. But that is carrying a lot of gear, and it takes up a lot of space in the van, and obviously it takes up a lot of space in the tent, but that's the way we primarily keep warm. But I am not going to haul this thing out of the tent if I want to just sit around the campfire or when I'm eating breakfast at the picnic table or whatever. That's where something like this really comes in, because this is super easy to carry. It's super light. It's actually become our car blanket, so I love to blast the AC when I'm driving, and of course my wife gets cold, so now she's taken this away from me, and so she uses it as her car blanket, so it's in the van all the time. Guys, these are fantastic. They're fantastic for around the fire. They're fantastic for when you're cold with your regular sleeping bag and you want to just add a little something extra. This really works out great. So I think there are a lot of times when something like this makes a whole lot of sense. Number one, if you're on an ultra lightweight trip and you want something light, this is great. If you're on a warm weather trip and you know you're not going to need a big heavy sleeping bag, something like this is great. When you're on a colder weather trip and you want to add something to your sleep system to give you a little bit more warmth, something like this is fantastic. If you're just traveling in the car or flying on an airplane and you want your own blanket, something like this is perfect. So there are lots of uses for this thing, guys, and I can't believe it took me so long to get one. So, full disclosure, Easthills Outdoors did send me this to review, so I didn't pay for it, but I really like it, guys. I want to crack it open so we can take a look. So, first of all, I really like the sack. So it's a dry bag style sack with a roll down, but also has loops here and here, so you could clip it onto something if you wanted to, or carry it this way, or even upside down. You can clip it a lot of different ways to carry it either inside your pack or outside your pack, or connected to other camping gear. And then it's just a simple buckle to open it up. And by the way, this is a 54 by 80 inch blanket. So for the blanket itself, I think it's really nice. It's well sewn, so there's edges everywhere. And then the fill is sewn into squares, so you're not gonna get a bunch of bunching of fill as it moves, or as you stuff this in a stuff sack. The fill isn't gonna move. It's sewn into squares to keep it so that it's uniform, so that you're not gonna have warm spots and cold spots. Guys, it's really light. And I think the biggest downside to having a blanket like this is that your wife steals it. So I got this, I was like, oh, awesome, I'm gonna give this a review. And then at our last camping trip, I wasn't able to review it because my wife took it from me. So one of the things I really like is, in addition to it just being a giant rectangle to use as a regular blanket, it's got snaps. And when you snap those together, and then you pull the drawstring, you can make a foot box. So as you pull that drawstring shut, and there's a little slider down there, right? When you have your feet in there, you're keeping your feet nice and warm. So I really like that. It's a really nice little feature that you can actually kind of turn this into almost just a little bit of a sleeping bag, because you can create a foot box to keep your legs and feet warm. I know my wife is going to use that when she's sitting in her camp chair around the campfire. Other than that, guys, it's just a great little down quilt that you can use for pretty much anything that you can think of. It's great for travel. It's great to throw in your day bag, your pack, just the car camping kit, whatever you guys want to use this for. I mean, this would be great even for outdoor sporting events in colder weather, or if you're a hockey fan and the hockey rink's too cold for you. Something like this is very easy to carry, lightweight, and comes with its own really nice stuffed sack. So all in all, guys, I really like this blanket from Easthills Outdoors. I think it's a winner, and I think that no matter what kind of camping you do, whether you're a backpacker or a car camper, you can definitely find a use for a blanket like this. So this blanket is easily found on Amazon, and so I'll put a link down in the description below. It is an affiliate link, guys, so if you use my link to purchase a blanket like this, I do get a little commission on the sale. It doesn't cost you anything extra, but it's a great way for you to support Kemp Outside and help us to continue to bring awesome videos. So guys, Kemp Outside exists to help moms and dads get their kids outside, camping, hiking, fishing, learning about nature, and developing a conservation ethic. We want to help you get you and your kids outside. So if you have any questions about this product or camping in general, drop something in the comments below. Hit us up at our website at www.kempoutside.com, or connect with us on our other social media. We're on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and Twitter. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have a blanket like this from Easthills Outdoors, drop something in the comments below and tell me what you think of it. Thanks for watching Kemp Outside. We'll see you next time.